damn, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Don Mafia Live. Holy hell, my friends. Football, Buffalo Bills football is right around the corner on Sunday. Who the hell watched that Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions game last night? What a damn game. And let me tell you something. Listen, I'm not moving ahead to the Detroit Lions, but I made a TikTok earlier before the game. And I was saying, hey, you know what? I think that the Packers are going to win this one because of the injuries that are on Detroit, right? And let me tell you, Lions fans, bro, I'm collecting a lot of ops with Lions fans. I used to love Lions fans for a long time. But damn, dude, those guys, you know that it's new for them to win. And I don't want to focus on the Lions right now because we have the LA Rams. Obviously, they present their own challenges. But damn, nothing like it's very difficult for me not to focus on that game moving forward on next Sunday against the Lions, right? Like, I want to absolutely punch them in the fucking mouth, bro. I'm going to tell you what, dude. I'm going to tell you what. But it is what it is, guys. Smash that like button the second that you come on in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so far. We want 40,000 subscribers by the end of the NFL season. I genuinely believe that we can get that done. Go on ahead and start roping this in, my guys. Roll call in the chat right now. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I'm always curious to see how far Bills Mafia truly extends. And you read that title correctly. I asked you on X hot takes for the game against the LA Rams, and I am looking forward to reading them and seeing what's going on. Psycho Edits is saying, yeah, man, what's going on? I think that's a Seahawks guy. What's up, man? How you doing? Lions offense is very hard to button down and figure out on what to focus stopping. They are absolutely stacked, man. Even Tim Patrick has been going out. Lackawanna, New York, let's go. Northern California, GK, hope all is well from that earthquake yesterday. Know that San Jose is in the house. Toronto, Lackawanna, we have Rochester in the chat. We have New Hampshire, Nathan Fuller, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. We have Niagara Falls. We have Geneva. What is going on, Dwight? Hope all is well. We have Lackawanna, New York. We have the Bay Area coming on in. We have Geneva, New York. We have Six Pack coming in. The Detroit D did not look banged up. I mean, so they gave up 31 points, man. so they gave up 31 points. I wouldn't necessarily say that that was a stout defensive performance by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a Bills fan. I'm very honored. Dude, I love that. I love you. Damn, bold prediction. We blow out the Lions next week. All right, guys, listen, we have to shift focus over to the Rams, right? I'm not trying to look ahead because I think the Rams present their own set of challenges. Hey, Dan, what's up, fool? What's up, Dwayne? How you doing, man? How you doing? We have Ontario, New York. What's going on, man? How you doing? Canadawiga, New York. Patrick Fintak, what's going on? West Seneca is in the building. West Seneca in my car video and all. Eric, that's my guy, man. I appreciate you tuning on in, guys. 113 of you in here already, 82 on YouTube, 30 on X. Smash that like button immediately. Smash that like button immediately. We need over 75 likes here within the next 5 minutes. I know that we can do it. Hit that thumbs up sign. Let's propel this out to the YouTube algorithm. I know that we can do it. Blair is coming in saying, Rams got a good team, so I would like to win by 2 scores, a few turnovers on them. We protect the ball, keep their offense on the bench. Rams are fighting for a playoff spot. They won't be as easy as some think. Teddy is coming in saying Cheek to Vegas is in the chat. That's Cheek to Waga. I love that it's called Cheek to Vegas. You have no idea. Thanks for the explanation, Mike. We have Cookeville, Tennessee. Go Bills. The Fishing Magician. What is going on, man? How you doing? What's up, Dan? I can't wait for the Sunday. Saw last night's game. Wasn't impressed nor intimidated by the Lions. Go Bills. Bills Mafia. Damn. Speaking of which, we have Don in the chat. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? We got the Lions fan in here rocking with us. Let's make this happen. Dan, I'm telling you, this is the Bills' year. Certainly hope so, man. In my opinion, and the Chargers will beat the Chiefs, and so will the Texans. The Bills will lose to the Lions, but end up with the number 1 seed. Six-pack, McVay glazed Allen in a great way. He's trying to get into his head, man. He's trying to make him believe that he's not scared by any stretch of the imagination. But, guys, like I said, I did end up hitting X earlier this morning. And I was like, you know what, Bills Mafia, give me your hot takes of the game. So I'm planning, like, I don't do this as consistently as I would like to, but here's my situation right here, folks. If you want to be a part of these instant reactions, I highly recommend you follow me over on X. It's at Real Dan Mitchell. That's really where I get to incorporate some of what people on the internet think are going to happen with this specific game. We will see. A lot of Bills fans are feeling confident. We're feeling really confident. We are feeling really confident, Don Don. And listen, Don Don, I really hope that me and you are still friends after next week. All right. Just know that regardless of the outcome of next week, I think there's going to be a part of you that's not going to like me at some point next week. But it is what it is. I love you regardless. I hope that we can put it behind us until ultimately the Super Bowl matchup, which will occur just a couple of months later. Need a big James Cook game, 2 rushing, 1 receiving yard. Mike D. Buffalo. What up, dude? Hope all is well. 100 watching already. Hit that like button. Listen, man, we have 133 of you in here, 100 on YouTube. We have 34 on X. Smash that like button. Run that number up. Run that number up, man. Let's make it happen. Teddy is coming in saying the Rams' weaknesses are literally all the Bills' strengths. Another MVP blowout coming in. So the Chargers are going to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Might as well say the Rams are going to beat the Bills. I mean, listen, I think Harbaugh plays them pretty tough, and the Chargers are playing the best defensive football in the league as of right now. So I think it's going to be close. But we'll see. Listen, I want all the smoke. I love this channel. I love it. I love it, man. I really do. And do you think Keon Coleman will play? I mean, listen, that's a great question. Here's my thing, right? It's nice to see Dalton Kincaid in a regular jersey, but Keon Coleman was in a red non-contact jersey yesterday. We're going to have to see how it plays out later in this afternoon, but it goes to show that his wrist injury, I think what the coaching staff is more concerned about is his ability to block efficiently, right? So I think it's going to be a game time decision. I said this at the beginning of the week. I said that I think that Keon is more likely to play than Dalton Kincaid, but it appears to be the entire opposite. Now I'm kind of shifting to a fact where I think that we see Dalton Kincaid instead of Keon Coleman prior to that. We have Josh Allen, 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, sits the fourth quarter. I love all these hot takes coming in, man. I really, really do. Dan, I am sorry. I am just noticing a statistic. Let me see the statistic. Let me see that. Smart. Very smart, bro. I like that. Very, very smart. Jordan Smith is coming on in saying Rams aren't beating the Bills. Jets might beat Miami. Look at that, man. How you doing? How you doing? All right. I think Glenn is a bigger hater than TD Finstock. I mean, do you blame him? Do you blame him, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. We have Psychotic Addicts. What was your exact reaction when you found out that we got Micah Hyde? And I think if one of our safeties has one bad game, he is coming in. I think that it was an insurance policy. I think Sean McDermott really wants to be as healthy as possible in the playoffs. Health on the defensive side of the football is integral for success, especially if we want to go all the way. So I think it was brilliant from the coaching staff. He's got to take some time to ramp up. And now that Taylor Rapp was in a red non-contact jersey as well, we're going to have to see how he plays against his former team. But anyway, let's go on ahead and knock out some of these hot takes we ended up seeing over on X, guys. Smash that like button again. Smash that like button again, guys. Super easy. Takes less than a second. Propels it out to the YouTube algorithm. Let's get this up to 75, baby. I think that we can knock that out. Allen is in a baseball cap at the end of the third quarter. Von Miller, 2+ sacks. You are welcome. And then I responded, oh, I love that. So we have Hashtag Sports, who, by the way, is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated YouTube channels about the Buffalo Bills on the platform. If you don't watch Hashtag Sports, I highly recommend that you do that. These guys know exactly what they are doing over there. Very smart guys. And if he's saying that Allen is going to be in a baseball cap at the end of the third quarter, I'm absolutely loving it. When I look at the Rams, I think one of the only redeeming factors they have on the defensive side of the ball is their pass rush. So this is without a doubt going to be a test for the offensive line. This is going to be a test for our offensive line. I do think that there are opportunities for the Bills wide receivers versus their secondary specifically. Can't sleep on Cam Curl. But on the perimeter, I think Josh Allen can really eat. And also remember that James Cook and Ray Davis, that's going to be our focal point of that offensive attack. That's kind of where my overall thought process is right here. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. Moving on. Hot take. Dan isn't annoying when he fearmongers Bills fan. I said, hot take. I'm going to keep on doing it, and you're going to keep on watching. That's the hottest take of the game, baby. I don't know if it's hot, but the Bills rush for 275 yards. Josh Brown. What's going on, my guy, Josh Brown? So I'm going to tell you what, man, I would have to agree with you on here. This LA Rams team is letting up close to 144 yards on the ground each and every single game, where they rank 28th in that overall category and 4.6 yards per carry. James Cook and or Ray Davis, I could see having a quality turnout, and even Ty Johnson. Watch it be a lot of runs and play action from the Buffalo Bills, but how we get to this Rams defense, really make them start to spiral, is going to have to be running the damn football. We have Jason Phillips. He's a Broncos fan. He says that this is a trap game for the Buffalo Bills. I don't know, man. Listen, I think trap games are only for teams that have an identity problem. And for the first time in a long time, I think this Buffalo Bills team actually knows exactly who they are. We'll see. Might be close, but we're going to have to see. 38-10, Bills over the Rams. Take it to the bank. The fishing magician, is White on the Rams roster, and will he play this coming Sunday? Funny enough, he was actually traded to the Baltimore Ravens a couple of weeks ago. So he is now on the Baltimore Ravens. He was not doing well against the Rams, surprisingly enough. Dan, Bills fan from Williamsville, New York. Paul Ferguson, my guy. I hope all is well. Glenn is a great guy. It's a shame he knows nothing but pain being a Fins fan. Oh, my God. Is Glenn in here getting under y'all's skin? Team haven't figured out about Holland's defense game yet. Absolutely. Anyway, staff throws at least 2 picks chasing from behind. So Scott F. is suggesting that Matthew Stafford is going to be a significant issue when it comes into pressure. And we go back to what Mario from #Sports had to say. And he says that Von Miller is going to collect 2+ sacks since it's, I guess, a revenge game. Probably not, since he chose the Bills over the Rams in the first place. But it is his homecoming, and it fits all of these storylines. Have to pressure Matthew Stafford. Can't blitz him, like we have said over and over and over again. But listen, I love that, dude. I love that. Nathan Fuller just came in with a super chat. 38-10, Bills over Rams. Take it to the bank. Let's talk about that. Have fun with Lions fans next week. LOL, Last Second Sports. Listen, guys, if you want to see how confident Lions fans have been, go to my TikTok page and watch the video I put out yesterday of how I said that the Packers were going to beat the Lions, right? Watch it. Absolutely watch it. Like right at the end of the day. I don't want to focus on this Lions game, clearly because we have the LA Rams. I'm not moving a direction there, but I think this is a fan base that needs to be brought back down to earth. And if anyone brings them back down to earth, it's going to be Josh Allen, the Winter Soldier, at the end of the day, right? Like I've been saying all week that the Detroit Lions defense, battered with injuries, they just gave up 30-something points, right? Right over to Green Bay. Our defense has been allowing an average of 19.8 points, and we have scored over 30.7 games in a row. If we do it again against the LA Rams, I don't know. My money's with the Buffalo Bills, if that is the case. But who do you think will cover who? I think the Buffalo Bills cover this game. We're, like -5.5 favorites. Mac Hollins has been great for the Bills on blocking. He has been built for that. I don't know if it is just me, but I just know if I believe in the Bills yet, and these next 2 games scares me. I don't know, but I just don't know if I believe in the Buffalo Bills yet. Well, let me tell you what, Mike the Vlogger, I highly recommend you hop on the damn bandwagon, my friend. I highly recommend you hop on the damn bandwagon because we are 10-2 right now. That is not easy to do in the NFL. Otherwise, we would have reached this feat a lot sooner than 1991 because that was the last time we have done it. I don't care what competition that the Buffalo Bills goes up against at any given Sunday or any given week. It is very difficult to go 10-2 in this league. And what this team has proven is that we have a clear identity. We know what we're supposed to do. We won a division the earliest out of many teams. I think we have won a division the earliest. I think it's close to 10 plus years. So I would hop on, be confident. This team, quite frankly, has not demonstrated at all when fully healthy that we just don't show up. It's basically how it plays out. We have DTN. Should the Bills game be flexed on week 15 in place of one of the shitty primetime games? From what I understand, CBS is not willing to walk away from that money, so they're not going to flex that game, I suppose. Haley at the game this week. She's been at the games, baby. Lions fans should know better than to be overconfident, but they finally have a good team. I get it. Listen, I remember 2020 was the first time where the Buffalo Bills were looking almost unstoppable, right? I see a lot of Bills fans and Lions fans right now. Like back in 2020, we were insufferable for quite some time. And I'm glad that we were able to, get used to winning, if that makes sense. It takes a little bit of time. Bills-Lions game can't be changed. GK, I was 1991, the last time the Bills won this early. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, so we have Stafford throws at least 2 picks chasing from behind. So Scott is insinuating that Matthew Stafford and our pass rush is going to have a hell of a damn game. Justin the Boss is saying the games end by a game-winning drive. Stafford and Allen legacy games coming on in. This is a Jets fan right here. He thinks it's going to be a shootout. But stop sleeping on this defense, man. Stop sleeping on this defense. Not a hot take, but the Rams play really well against zone coverage, so it should be an interesting matchup. Nickel City Kid thinks that it's going to be a hell of a lot closer than we are willing to admit. Rams wide receiver, have a great day and make it a close game. Shorter season. Douglas gets his pick of the season and Kieran Williams loses a fumble. In Josh, we trust. Folks, listen, that has been my hot take for a second. So far, Kieran Williams has lost 5 fumbles on the season, right? Has an issue holding on to the football. That's my hot take. I have a feeling that the Rams will fumble the ball twice, lose a fumble twice. That's a hot take from the Buffalo Bills. Let me see. Dan, let's talk. As many of these guys were not around during the Jim Kelly years, I am here to tell all the younger people this feels like that 4-game Super Bowl run. So a lot of people, and I love hearing from people that were cognitive during the Buffalo Bills 90s teams, right? Because I was an infant. I was born in 1991. So all I knew growing up was the drought years for the Buffalo Bills. So I'm always curious to hear from people that were like teenagers right in the 90s, right? Or like at least cognitive. And I always like to ask them, I'm like, hey, does this team remind you at least a little bit of the 90s? Does it feel similar to what it was like in the 90s? And I would say that it has been a resounding yes so far, which is encouraging, which was certainly encouraging because back when I was an infant and 1 year old, I feel like so one of my only priorities was understanding like what flavor of Gerber food I was going to be eating that evening or like just trying to fit that block right in the circle area when I was a little baby. You know what I mean? It was frustrating. I can tell you that. They need to just take one game at a time. Absolutely. Mott is saying, hot take, we get a game-winning interception from our rookie safety, Cole Bishop. Interesting. That is hot. Can't tell Lions D was injured yet. Are we worried? So the Packers put up 31, right? And so the Packers would have put up 34 if that pick play wasn't called, right? So here's my question. Here's my question for everybody that's still looking ahead to the Lions. And I know everyone wants to talk about the Lions right now, but we have to talk about the LA Rams, but I will entertain it, okay? Who do you trust more? Jordan Love, Reed, Watson, and Dontavian Wicks and Josh Jacobs? Or do you trust Josh Allen, Amari Cooper, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Keon Coleman, James Cook, and Ray Davis and our offensive line? Who do you trust more? That's my question to you. I honestly think that this Buffalo Bills team is more than capable of putting up 35 plus against this Detroit Lions defense that is very banged up. I do. There's no questions there. Biggest difference today versus the early 90s is AFC is king. Touche. So higher competition. When it rolls into it. But anyway, Freddie's saying, I trust us. Absolutely. Say it with your damn chest. Game finishes 17-10 Bills. Allen has 300 yards, but a couple of costly fumbles on their side of the 50. Keeps the game close and scary for Bills fans. Never feels like we can lose the game, though. Wow. So Nick is saying that this team is going to drive our anxiety through all-time highs. But at the end of the day, folks, we are going to ultimately end up coming out with a dub, and I love to see that. This will be the toughest test our offensive line has had all year unless we face Philly in the Super Bowl. Solid pass rush over in LA. And we have been pounding our chests about how efficient our pass protection has been from the offensive line. I think what is most important is that we walk out of that game with 0 injuries, specifically in the trenches and also on our defense. That's what I'm looking for specifically. Kincaid, Shakir, Cooper all have receiving touchdowns, and Allen has a rushing touchdown plus receiving TD. So 5 total TDs for Allen, so Lamar can win the MVP. Jorge, that was absolutely hysterical. I love that. Thank you so much for your contribution. But listen, I feel like Jorge actually brings up a pretty decent point right here, too. I know a lot of us like to watch Josh Allen interviews, and we're just like, oh, dude, like he's such a team guy. He doesn't care about MVP. I think you're absolutely out of your mind. I think he wants MVP. And I think Josh Allen is about to go nuclear for the next 5 weeks. I genuinely believe that. I think that he has one goal for an individual success. You can have 2 goals, right? Like you can have, I want to be an MVP, but at the same time, I want to place my team in the best opportunity of getting the highest seed into the playoffs. It's mutually exclusive. Josh Allen wanting to win the MVP, going out there and absolutely being a stud, right? Because you know that like he has it circled like right in his damn room. He's a competitive dude. Like, dude's not sitting here being voted the #1 trash talker in the NFL and doesn't want to win MVP. Come on. Come on, guys. All right? Do you really think the #1 trash talker in the NFL is really like some humble king that's just like always like this one guy? Hell no. He's a competitor. He wants to win. I have a feeling that Josh Allen's about to go fucking nuclear in these next couple of weeks. I think that he wants to build up so much because he sees Saquon Barkley, right? And Saquon is obviously on his way of beating Eric Dickerson's goal. So we shall see. Does Keon Coleman play against the Rams? Hard to say. It's really, really hard to say right now. Let's not pay attention to people like Jermaine. He's talking about our beloved Bills, but he lives on this channel with us. Who is Jermaine? Where's my boy Jermaine at? Where's my boy Jermaine at? Blair is coming in saying, I want us to play well, but kick it up even higher in the playoffs. Like, take it to terms in the playoffs, like the Pats game. That was awesome. Chargers don't have the playmakers on offense to beat Kansas City this week. Unfortunately, their only receiver is a rookie, and Dobbins is out as well. Ina Johnson, fingers crossed we win the rest of the season and get the first seed, but need Kansas City to lose at least 1 and or 2. We have Donald Darko. I think our run game goes nuclear next game. I agree with you, Donald. Josh goes off against the Lions. He's saying he goes off against the Lions. What I don't understand is people saying Barkley has to win. Last year, CMC versus Lamar was a better reason to give the award to a running back, in my opinion. Yeah, it's so here's the deal, right? Like, I think that if you were to remove Saquon Barkley from the Eagles, I still think that they would currently be the 2nd seed right now. I really would. Like, you were to replace him with, like, say they were to replace James Cook with Saquon Barkley, right? And that was their running back. I still think this Eagles team would have the exact same record, maybe one game like being an L. Maybe. But with Josh Allen, rip Josh Allen off of the Bills. What's their record? Not trying to be negative because I think we are going to New Orleans in February, but history tells us regular season MVP often doesn't result in Lombardi's thoughts. I really don't think there's a lot of traction. So right in that rumor, I think it's just a narrative, but we're going to have to see. Old enough to know the Bills have never won. We have Kermit the Frog in here. We have a new troll in here, folks. We have a new troll in here, man. I have no idea what team this guy roots for, but he obviously doesn't know who he's going up against. Jermaine, be careful. Be careful, my friend. I am a gold jacket trash talker. I will send you to therapy. Jermaine is a Dolphins fan, the softest NFL team. Mike McDaniel. Oh, my God. You're a Dolphins fan, dude? Holy hell. I'm not going to send you to therapy. You're already in therapy, my friend. Holy hell. You have nightmares of Josh Allen completely owning your sorry franchise. You literally drive by Hard Rock Stadium each and every single day and just see the ghost of Josh Allen metaphorically taking a shit on your hopes and dreams every single season. Good God. And watch the Jets, man. If y'all lose to the Jets, man, good God, you guys are about to be destroyed. You guys are about to be destroyed. If Josh Allen wants to continue his 40 passing touchdown season streak, he needs 4 passing touchdowns in every game remaining. We have Edwin Kermit Mahomes. We have probably a Kansas City fan. Tim D is coming in saying you have to shore up the run D by next week. So I'd probably say the same thing about you guys, to be completely honest with you, Tim. I think that this game is going to be like a lot of like trading blows. But here's the deal. So I understand that this Buffalo Bills team lets up a lot on the ground, but we're only allowing 19.8 points per game, right? So we're like a bend but not break, and we're averaging at least 2 turnovers per game, right? And if Green Bay is going to put 30 plus so against your defense all banged up, so imagine what Josh Allen's going to do against it, right? He's a true mobile quarterback going into it. But I'm going to wait to talk about the Lions until after we take care of business against the LA Rams. But regardless, I'm looking forward to this Lions game. I'm glad I made a live session. Almost missed it. Sup, Dan, go Bills. Chanel, hope you are doing wonderfully this Friday. Hope everybody has some exhilarating plans. Reason about our run D is allegedly bad is Bobby is all about turnovers. He absolutely is, man. Listen, I think that we pick our poison each and every single week. And I don't think that our run defense is as bad as people are saying. Our measuring stick is next week. That's all they're talking about locally. Buffalo Bills, Lions, it's going to be a hell of a game, my friend. It's going to be a hell of a game. I'm looking forward to it. I wish I would be there. I was going to go there, but I'm not even necessarily sure why it didn't work out. Haley gets half of the Dolphins if things don't work out because Josh owns them. BMO is saying, Dan, Buffalo is going to eat James and Davis is going to run it up the middle with Josh locking up MVP. Bet on it. Dan, I was listening to Thurman on Bills Live, and I forget the fact that we are coming off of a snow game going into a perfect playing conditions. I think Josh and the Bills will go off like 2022. How many teams scored in the red zone and how often? We have a great red zone defense, right? Like we're holding teams in 19.8. That's 6th in the league. Like overall, like we like average at least 1 turnover per game, right? So we'll see what's going on there. Representing at the Bills-Rams game this weekend, poster board ready with everybody eats written in big letters. Look for Farah in the damn stands, folks. 224 of you in here right now, guys. If you are just joining, I am going through all of the hot takes that people sent me over on X. If you want to be a part of this series moving forward, certainly go follow me on X at Real Dan Mitchell so you never miss anything, baby. All right, so we have Kincaid, Shakir, Cooper, all have receiving touchdowns. We've seen that. Here, let me double check and make sure my mic is in. Thank God, man. For a second, I thought that I just didn't have it going. Okay, Sherm just came in and said, I think the Rams are good. I also think we win by 3+ scores. I like that. I do like that. James Cook over 150 total yards. I like that too. Josh throws for 300, 3 touchdowns, and Cook runs for 100, rush touchdown, and a receiving touchdown. My boy Naeem, dude. Bro's out here. He's predicting a damn beatdown in SoFi. Ray Dave. Oh, yeah. By the way, fun fact as well. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen's like 6-1 in California. He's 6-1 in California. He's from California. It's his home roots, baby. He loves performing in California when he's out there. And the only QB to get 3 rings in one season, hot. Absolutely, man. I don't think Josh has ever lost when playing in California. He's lost once, I heard. Go Bills. We are going to destroy the Los Angeles Rams. Let's go, Buffalo. Yes, sir. Bills take over at SoFi, the stadium, this Sunday. I will be there. Does the MVP get a special ring? He gets a trophy, and we're going to call it a ring. Khalil Shakir. All right, so Shakir Betta just came in. His hot take was exclusively Khalil Shakir. So I'm assuming that he is saying that he's going to have a damn big game. Ray Davis will be the featured running back on Sunday. John, that is a hot take. I like it. Final score, Rams 24, Bills 38. Duke's Mafia Tavern just came in. Davis has more rushing yards and TDs than Cook. Josh in a cap 1 minute into the fourth. Stafford also doesn't finish the game. Oh, man. So I hope that it's not because he gets hurt, but I hope that his team is getting blown out so bad that they just say, yeah, we're not going to risk our quarterback here. Hot take, Bills Mafia will be 50% plus at SoFi. I will be there. Bob's coming in. Josh Allen will carry us to another second half comeback. Shakir and Amari Cooper both go for 80-plus receiving yards and a touchdown. My hot take is the Bills shut the Rams out and win 31-0. Take the Rams seriously. They're playing for a playoff spot. We cannot get costly penalties. We got to stop the run and cannot afford to lose this game. This is coming in from Dorothy. I would have to agree with you. Listen, I don't think that this team is in any position to sleep on anybody, right? Fans can sleep on a team because, like I said, we're not in pads. So we're not practicing with the Buffalo Bills this morning, right? As long as they don't sleep on the team, I'm completely fine. We can sleep on whoever we want, folks. Bills will run, and some more with Cook and Davis. Rams are more desperate team, which will lead to mistakes. Bills 30, Rams 17 behind a crowd, half Mafia. Dude, inject it in my veins. David came in, said Allen will throw for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Rams will be focused on trying to stop the run, so we will do the opposite. I believe the game will come down to 2 points. Bills have the ball with under 30 seconds left, 2 timeouts at their own 22. Josh Allen throws a 43-yard pass to Shakir. Dude, that is wildly specific, and I'm all about it. I really am. Katie Robertson is coming in saying, I feel like Josh Allen's stats this season are less because the man has sat out of 4 fourth quarters this year. Can't get stats on the sideline. Great take. For the love of God. I love it. I read 37% of the tickets were sold to Bills Mafia SoFi. Chanel? We know that Buffalo travels wonderfully. Have fun in LA for everybody that is going. Should be a damn blast. Let's talk about that. There's no recipe for Rams victory this week, and they've only scored 30 or more once all season and can't stop Buffalo from scoring 30. That's a very hot take. I like that. Unless Rapp or Hamlin get injured, Micah Hyde might not see the field at all. He might not. Well, so here's the deal. Will he even be elevated from the practice squad? He's on the practice squad, right? So we're going to get an understanding whether or not that he can come up. What do you say about Keon Coleman? Well, I'll tell you what, Debbie. You know what? Man, it's tough for me to speak on Keon because I feel like that I've had so many different theories like on what was happening, right? As soon as when I saw Jordan Poyer destroy his wrists, like right against the Miami Dolphins, I was convinced that he was technically ready against the Kansas City Chiefs, but we just wanted to give him one more week plus the bye. And then during the San Francisco 49ers game, I was thinking, yeah, he definitely should play. I haven't seen a cast on him for quite some time. But then I was trying to tell myself, hey, yeah, it was the weather conditions. That's specifically why he's not out there. And this week, I've seen him in nothing but a red non-contact jersey. So I'm sitting here, I'm waiting to see this year's injury report or this week's injury report, and then also any sort of clips from practice today. If he doesn't play, it sounds like maybe the training staff and coaching staff is concerned about how effectively he could block. If they wanted to throw him out there and then his entire responsibility is exclusively just getting open or to serve as a distraction, then yeah, he would be out there. But I think it's lingering enough to a point where they don't trust him in blocking situations. And that has been so key for the success of the Buffalo Bills run game that they think that having him out there would be 100% useless. I'm hoping he's okay. I really am. But he will be back when we need him. I promise you that. Bucky, 6'3". Big game from the defense. Milano folds up Stafford like a damn lawn chair. So we're calling a damn Matt Milano game. Dan, what's up, my boy? Let's go, Buffalo. So a liability even? I mean, listen, I think a lot of what has made this Bills run game so successful has been the blocking capabilities from from Coleman. And Matt Collins is also very good at it as well, hence why he's basically taken over for him, right? And don't even sleep on Curtis Samuel's ability to block as well. Like, dude's where it's at. Yeah, like, say that Keon Coleman is not at 100% in his blocking capabilities, then I think that they're just going to go on ahead and sit him. Because, like, what's the point of having him out there, right? Especially during, like, running situations. Because say that teams know after one or two examples of him attempting to run block, then what would happen is that would essentially be a tell, right? Like, being like, okay, we have Keon Coleman out on the field. They're not going to be running the football here, right? So, I don't know. That's my take. Can't sleep on the Rams. Bills need to stay focused and locked in. Buffalo Wings. Hey, brother. Let's talk about that. We have the best blocking receivers in the league. We do. That's why our run game is absolutely incredible. We have Horn Hunter 21. Keon keeps dropping stuff. He has some great catches, too. He's a rookie, folks. Let's also remember that. Rest our guys' questions is great content. Thank you so much, Mad Chatter. I appreciate that. I am about to be $20 richer after the game. Bills winning. It's going to be a blowout. Wade, get your money, brother. Get your money, man. Yo, dog, what's up? Six Pack is coming in saying Knox is so slept on. He really is. And then McDermott is live right now. Thank you so much. What's McSherm got to say, boys? Hold up. What's McDermott got to say? Come on. Buffalo Bills. Come on. Where you at, brother? Is he? I haven't seen it yet. Yo, is it on Twitter? I'm sitting here refreshing the screen. I can't see it. Oh, what? A Sabres coach is live. So the GM is live, like right up for the Buffalo Sabres, but I'm not seeing McDermott yet. Yeah, let me know. So I got the alert too. Dan, you coming to Buffalo for the playoffs? I am. But keep that on the low. Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for it to come on X. I don't have the Bills app on the computer. So once it's on the Bills app, we will see. I have a different theory on Coleman. He is just simply getting the rookie treatment. As long as Cook, Shakir, Kincaid, and Cooper are out there, just go on ahead and yeah. I got the alert on the Bills app. I'm sitting here waiting for it to come on X because typically it does. It does come on X. I really don't know many press conferences where it's not on X and exclusively the Bills app. He's live. I just got the Bills alert. We have EJ coming in saying, did you see if the wide receivers dropped a pass that they had to jump into the snow? JC, no one goes to the Sabres games. Bandits outsell real Buffalo people. No. Sword. What's going on at One Bills Drive? Sword, brother Joseph. I'll tell you what, man. We were just sitting here reacting to hot takes from Bills Mafia as of right now. I mean, really what's happening, folks, is we're just trying to sit back and see who is going to play, specifically Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman, and even Taylor Rapp. A lot of people aren't talking about the significance of potentially missing out on Taylor Rapp. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Horn Hunter, yeah, LOL. We have Teddy. I'm hoping we get the first seed. I'm going to be on a cruise during wildcard weekend, so it would be nice to not have to stress on the seas. I'll tell you what, man. What cruise line are you going to? That is exciting. I just came off of a cruise last week for Thanksgiving. It was definitely a good time, but let me know. Mad Chatter is saying, I forgot about Keon with Samuel Shakir and Coop. And to be honest with you, and the Bandits are actually good. So I'm pretty sure y'all won like 2 national championships, right? Hell yeah. It's nice we have some sort of professional sport out there. Yeah, I have no idea what McDermott is saying here. Let me go on ahead and see if anybody's saying anything about what. All right. So what we're getting from this right now is McDermott is currently on the podium. What we've learned so far is Sean McDermott has said so far that everybody is going to practice in some capacity. So that's good, folks. That is good. Everyone is going to practice in some capacity today. We'll just see what it looks like as far as red non-contact. and make that happen. What is wrong with Rapp? He has a neck and a shoulder injury. He's been in red non-contact for the past 2 days. We will see how it plays out today. Hey, I took my grandson to his first Sabres game last night. He had a great time and wants to go back for more. That's all that matters to me. Paul, that's all that matters, man. Look at that. Just make sure that they don't break his damn heart, right? And warn him. Be like, be careful, kid. This team will break your heart. I'm going to tell my kids that one day. Why do you want Hyde so bad? Why do I want Hyde so bad? It's just good insurance policy. And so I'm not saying that like he needs to go out there and start or anything like that. Bandits' greatest lacrosse franchise in history. So Dan, so you think sitting Coleman so to make a different game plan on offense come playoffs? Maybe that, or I just think that, so they don't trust it. Royal Caribbean, Teddy. Sabres blew a 4-goal lead, so they will always break your heart. Paul Ferguson. Yes, the Bandits are the greatest, but I will take him that too. Hyde deserves a ring. He certainly does. And the city of Buffalo deserves a damn Lombardi. I like seeing Hyde working with Cole Bishop. That's a great person to get him to grow. I agree. Folks, let me tell you something real fast. I love each and every single one of you. And so I enjoy coming live or being live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5:15 p.m. EST. I am going to jump because I got some errands to run. I have to go get swole at the gym. And I will be back later for BetUS TV's The Huddle, and then also my 5:15 p.m. stream after the fact. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Reminder, I'm giving away that signed Christian Benford jersey, okay? If you want to be a part of my giveaways, folks, you have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, and you have to leave a comment on this video after I get done being live. Those are the only requirements. I will be picking a random winner on Sunday during my live game reaction against the LA Rams. Certainly excited to see each and every single one of you back later this afternoon. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Peace.